Ladies and gentlemen, wow. Cheating episode part two, live from Long Island, New York. It's Love, Death, and Taxes. It's nice to get back into this groove, right? Right? It feels
Absolutely,
good.
yes.
Hi, people. I know you missed us. Here we are doing two episodes on cheating because we couldn't get enough of that last week. Hi, Agnes. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. I just made it on time. I had lunch with our mutual friend today. I'll tell you
Okay.
all about it later.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So it was busy day, and it was a good productive day. So, and it's a beautiful day today. My goodness.
It's ridiculously beautiful. I don't know how. Oh, I do know. You're not that close to the shore. I'm a little closer to the shore down here in Lindenhurst. The waves have been crazy over the last few days. In fact, there's been a little bit of flooding below Montauk Highway. We're looking at, but even that, looking at it, it's been bright, beautiful sunshine, and the waves. It's beautiful to see. It's not like we're getting the rain as so much. We got a little bit of rain, but nothing crazy. The hurricane is doing well and way out in the Atlantic, and we're happy
We can
about
say
that.
bye bye to it. Yes.
Yeah, it's still out there. All right, so ladies and gents, last week we thought we were going to get through this list of 10 ways to tell that you're being cheated on, but we were only able to get through the first five. Number one, improved appearance uh, in your partner, secretive phone or computer use, periods where they're off the grid, you can't find them, they're unreachable, significantly less or more or different sexual activity in the relationship, your partner being hostile towards you and your relationship, just tired of it, sick of it. Those are the first five that we got through last time. If you want to check that out, you go to our channel at youtube.com/ at Love, Death, and Taxes. Of course, you can go to lovedeathandtaxes.com, find that as well. Or what's really cool is if you wanted to hear other stuff, we have audiobooks out. We've got uh, things on the channel that you can check out. We've got a new website that's going to be released later before September 1st. We'll be launching it on September 1st. I hope that you are enjoying all of this stuff. Take all the free stuff that you can because your boy and your girl are not going to be around. Check out this.
Well, we also have ebooks and paperback books. Don't forget those, you know.
I'm
And
saying.
we're working on new edition right now as well.
Yeah. We're just saying there's a lot out there that you can get a hold of if you'd like to, courtesy of Love, Death, and Taxes and the lovely Miss Agnes Amasano. So,
And let me
mm,
just throw this out there, it's available in 18 different countries. So
in different countries and at least two languages, maybe three.
two, so far two
Two
languages.
languages right now. It's in Polish and English. We could have changed it to Jamaican too, but yeah, that would take a lot of time. I'm
Ah,
not sure everybody would appreciate. All right, so number six, an altered schedule. Number six, reason why you think you can probably tell you are being cheated on in your relationship. Number
hmm.
six, an altered schedule. You have that one. Yeah,
Hmm.
tell me about that. Tell me about
Let
that.
me think. Let me think. If you start having late meetings at work
Mm,
suddenly, or I don't know, too many celebrations to go out with friends with, and you're not making home on time, or you're not making home for the night at all. You know, little things like that. Very, very little. So who can even notice that, right? Suddenly you're
oh,
working on a project. You didn't work on a project for 10 years, but suddenly there is a project at work that's you need to stay long and work, or there are some suddenly with your girlfriends or boyfriends you're going out to to celebrate things, and things get out of control, or someone needs your help and you have to stay and help them, or things of that kind of nature. Or you start going to gym, and gym is closed for that particular one that you go into. It's closed for renovations for the last 6 months, but miraculously it's open just for you. You know,
Okay.
things happen, I guess.
Need to get that midnight pedicure. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
You know,
lovely. All right. So I see you. Since we last spoke about this, I said to myself, okay, if you are going to tell all the secrets why people can get caught, what we need to do is ask Chat GPT. But what I did was I converted it into something new called Cheat GPT. So Cheat GPT is not going to explain how to not do that, not get caught because you change your schedule. It says your schedule is your alibi. Stick to it like Velcro. No mystery meetings, no new game nights, just the predictable rhythm of work, home, and complaining about traffic. Otherwise, you're going to get caught. That's what Cheat GPT is saying. But yeah,
so
I
I
can
guess
see
you
that.
don't have time to cheat.
I guess not. But I can see, listen, if you get a new job, you get yourself a business that you are working on or that sort of thing. I know your attention, the attention that you used to receive, you're no longer receiving. Sorry. But that doesn't always mean you're getting cheated on. But what are we talking about here? Like, I never have any time for home. I never have any time. You know what? I think I've been accused of this because I can get a little obsessive about work. I can get a little obsessive about work, and I'm remembering a specific incident where people threw themselves down in front of me and like, "Where are you going tonight?" I was like, "I've got a Chamber of Commerce meeting," but that was me. What do you think? Is it always? Is it something specific?
There's not always. There's no such thing as always. We can't simply put the shade on all the people who are, hardworking people, or they have some specific thing. There are ways to make sure to assure our loved ones that there's just work, and not some hanky panky on the side. You know, Having everything wide open. If I am never being questioned by my husband. Who am I talking to? Who I'm dealing with? Or what am I doing? I just simply make sure myself that he's in a loop of everything. He might not want to participate in everything because it's not his cup of tea, it's not his interest. We are different people. That's what makes people usually attractive, when they are opposite to each other. But there's no such thing that I would say, I'm going to go and talk to Ryan. He was like, who is Ryan?
Right.
Or I'm going to go and meet with Mary. Who is Mary? You never told me you know Mary. Or you know, you talk about your life, you talk about your interests, you talk about your goals. If you share that with your loved one, if you share those plans, if you are sitting down and say, you know what, this is what I want to try. What do you think? That's going to also affect you, because usually your plans, whatever you're doing at home, it affects your spouse or your partner.
Yeah.
So those things, they have to be discussed. They not only affect them in a negative way, but they also benefit them when you are successful. So although
Right.
they are not part of every single function that you do in
No.
life, because we're talking in typical family, there are two grown-ups with two different interests, two different jobs, two different careers. But when they meet, they discuss, so you know what, this is what I'm doing, but I think it will be beneficial to us if I would do this, or if I would pay attention to that. What do you think? This is the project that I think that I want to work on. This is my life goal, and this is what I would like to do. Or you know what, never thought about it, but I think I'm going to try this podcasting thing because Ryan said that we should do it. So, what do you think? So you simply discussing things. You're discussing things, not
You're
that, oh,
saying
I
if
told
you
you
have
that.
a level of
Yeah.
intimacy, you've always been talking, you won't have any surprises, right? If all of a sudden something comes out of the blue, you're like, what the heck? Why didn't you talk to me about it? And even if all of a sudden it comes out of the blue and they didn't talk to you about it, and they're not actually cheating, something else is a reason why they're not talking to you about it. Maybe something makes them uncomfortable. Maybe there's a person at the thing that maybe they shouldn't be hanging out with. Maybe there's an ex there. Maybe there's a something that they're probably hiding from you. It could possibly be just to disconnect, but it could also be something. But there's it's weird to all of a sudden have something just pop up all of a sudden that you've never spoken about, that you had no particular interest in before. What about these friends who may seem uncomfortable around you now because of that? That's number 7. Friends seem uncomfortable around you now that
You
your
know,
significant other is stepping out.
yesterday I saw this funny picture on Facebook. A man and a woman are in bed, and the man is reading a text message on his phone,
Hmm.
and the woman goes like, asking, "So, what's going on, honey? Is that her?" And then he goes, "Yes, my wife is telling me that she's shopping with you."
She's shopping with you. Okay.
So both of them are cheating,
Cheating.
obviously, because the husband is with the friend of his wife in bed, and the wife
Right.
tells him that she's shopping with her friend.
Yeah.
A little uncomfortable, yeah. Just a tiny bit.
So everybody's lying.
Yes. Or there was another thing, like, the husband comes back home, and and the wife tells me, "Where have you been?" He goes, "I was drinking with my friend." He goes, "Yes, all 11 of them. I called all of them, and they swore that you were staying over their house that night, last night."
Each one. Oh
So,
boy. That's what you got. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Chat GPT says you got to tell your friends. You got to prep them before. Cheat GPT. Sorry, Chat. Says prep your friends. Tell them you're. This is ridiculous. It says tell them you're doing a podcast.
yes.
Or or a deep undercover journalism project or improv. Anything to explain why they can't make eye contact with your partner. There's a saying, 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so, right, you've heard that. Okay. But yeah, that's rough. I mean, yeah, you don't want. Can you imagine you're hanging around your friends all know, but or her friends all know, or his friends all know, but they're not making eye contact with you because they don't want to say the thing that they should say. I lost all the the female friends, almost all the female friends in our relationship once
Hmm.
because I think they knew. In fact, she would step out and go away for a day or 2 days at a time. And I'm like, "Where the hell are you going?" And she'd be like, "Oh, I'm with this one or I'm with that one." And I was not going to call those women and ask. There was no
Yeah.
way I was going to do that because that makes me look like a crazy person. But I'm assuming that if she's told them that that's where she's staying, that they would have said, "Okay, I'm staying at so and so's for another." And it eventually came out that no, she was staying at the guy's place in Westchester, I think it was. Whatever, it was bugged. It was really disturbing. And so when we went through counseling, I was just like, "Oh, that's where you were." Because I just wasn't very, you know,
Well,
I wasn't
people,
suspicious. Yeah, and I decided I
when
wasn't
you
going to
feel
be upset.
comfortable in a relationship,
Yeah,
you usually don't suspect your partner to do things because you feel comfortable. You think that you establish trust, you think that you
yeah,
establish intimacy, and that everything is okay, and you make a choice every single day when you get up. You made a choice to trust in that relationship and
right.
established boundaries that you thought that they exist, and you simply made a choice to go through life without looking behind your shoulder.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a choice that we make.
yes. Some of
You
us.
know, look, today I went out and I told my husband I'm going to be having lunch with this and this person. He goes, "Oh, it wasn't what time you'll be home." So like, so I'm not going to see you when I come back. I said, "No, you won't." But it wasn't what time you coming back, what you're going to eat, what you're going to do. Da. I'm coming home. I know he had a restaurant. So again, I'm not panicking. I'm not calling him. Where are you? What are you doing? Because I do trust that he's doing what he said he will be doing.
Right,
And then I'm
right.
not going to treat him like a 5 year old. You're supposed to be out at this time. Why is taking you so long? No.
That's what makes people decide they don't want to hang out with you anymore in
Yeah.
your relationship. If you're checking on them, calling them, double check, "Hey, are you okay? Blah blah blah. What's happening? Blah blah." Like all the time. That's when it's a problem. Oh boy. Wow. But yeah, if your friends or her friends or all your friends start to seem uncomfortable around you, that's a good sign that something's going on. I mean, it could just be a surprise birthday party, but double check.
Yeah, because can you imagine that you start talking to someone and it just comes out in a conversation? Oh, what do you mean you didn't know? Weren't you with her when she bought those earrings or something like that? Simple, innocent thing.
Yep.
And there it is. And there it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What how about these unexplained expenses? Yeah, especially if you're sharing a credit card, sharing a bank account, and all of a sudden they're coming home with a receipt from a restaurant that you know and you and her didn't go to, and you're wondering what the heck happened there. But also, yeah, there's money just going out to whatever, and you don't know what is there. Talk about that, Agnes. Unexplained expenses, huh?
Yes, darling, I was so tired during lunchtime that I decided to rent a hotel room during lunch and go have a nap for a few hours. Yes, so that's what the bill is for. Or it was Johnny's birthday, so we went out to lunch, and that's why you see that restaurant bill.
That's
Or dinner, or that necklace that I bought. Oh, you're spoiling a surprise, and I'm gonna have to go return it.
right.
Yeah, different things. Yes.
Surprise was for you, baby. The surprise was for you.
Too bad, but I knew you're gonna find it, so I returned it. It's just not reflected on a card yet.
Yeah, I don't want to get you in any problems. Oh my gosh. The upkeep on side piece has to be ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. So Cheat GPT says pay in all cash or all crypto. Avoid paper trails like it's the IRS. That $87 Uber to La Passion Hotel, not on your Chase card. No paper trail. Oh man.
I had
Gee.
a client once
Mhm.
that she wanted to deduct all the expenses that her husband, all the expense that her husband had for his mistress. She wanted to deduct that on her taxes as a
Like,
business expense. I said, yeah, yeah,
is
that's
it?
not gonna work.
Actually, it's
Not
not a
gonna
business expense. Ladies and gentlemen, you get your IRS
work.
advice here. This is not a business expense. I mean,
What
what?
business are you in?
We couldn't put that under like relaxation or something like that. Like you're on a
Private
business.
masseuse or private parts?
That's not what we're going to call that. Private miss.
Ma- maybe we're into something.
So. Hospitality? No, I mean, do you think we couldn't put that in there? I guess not.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so what's number nine, Agnes? I see.
Emotional intimacy has faded.
Okay, that's an easy one. You can see that one almost like right away. They're sitting in the room with you, and it's like they're not even there. They're on their phone, just swipe, 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 and every now and then to the boyfriend, swipe, swipe, swipe. That work husband will get you every time, and then because they're having interactions and the excite. You know, we should talk about this too. Why people cheat? Maybe that'll be another episode. Like we'll do another episode about that
Yeah.
because it's sometimes to me it's like you can have steak at home and still decide you want
Hot dog.
hamburger. Yeah,
Not even a hamburger,
outside.
a hot dog.
Yeah, a hot dog. Some grimy New York hot dog. Other that that
A mystery hot dog.
Mr. Meat. You prefer that Mr. Meat, or people just like it. They just well, not even so much prefer, but they decide they are going to just do that because it's Mr. Meat. And I like mystery meat. But yeah, emotional intimacy has faded. That'll kill you. That'll kill you. Um, there was a there was a guy on the Howard Stern show at one point. Sorry, but his wife was getting these text messages that said 143. And he was like, "What is this? What?" His wife has been distant for all this time. He's wondering, what is this text message? What is 143? And the one was I. The four was the four letters of love, LOVE, and three was for you. 143. So she'd get these text messages, 143. She'd tell her husband, "Oh, it's not nothing. It's just some code that we use at work." But the guy, her work husband, was literally saying, "I love you." And in code. And she was loving it. She was eating it up. She'd get the text in bed with her husband and was just like, "Oh, look at this." Looking at me like what? But yeah, that emotional intimacy, sometimes that'll get you way before and destroy a relationship way before you get to that physical intimacy. That sometimes is the last step. That emotional stuff will kill your relationship right away. So, what should you do instead, Agnes? I mean, you see something like that happening. What do you do?
Well, you forget why you are with your partner, why you choose your partner.
Well,
And in you getting up in the morning and you are not showing up for your relationship. You're not making that choice. See, no one said that marriage is easy. There's a lot of things that you have to go through, realize, choose, simply choose that you are going to do or not to do. You are going to smooth the conflict between your in-laws or and your or in yourself or oh my god, I want to say somebody about or other relationships or resolve certain problems that each of us is running into, is just simply running into, or show up for your children that you having problem with, and then you have, this is making a choice
yeah,
every single day, just like you're choosing a person you're going to be with, you're making a choice that you're going to show up and you're going to work for, or you choose what is easier, what brings pleasure, although temporary, and with a lot of consequences, and you pay dearly with when it's divorce involved or separation. There's a lot of things that goes down, and you're winning everything, and then a lot of people regrets that they even did that, but other parties are being so hurt that there is no more hope for anything else.
yeah,
So it's just a matter of letting yourself go with the fantasy and then bringing down the whole empire that you built for years, which is your
Wow.
family, your relationship.
Yeah.
So it's fun, it's everything. That one of the rules, golden rules for happiness that I give to my couples, it's do not flirt. It's fun, sure, make you feel something extra, but that is opening doors that you cannot walk through.
Right.
And if you are missing that in your relationship, you have to address that with your partner.
Yeah. Heh,
That
you could do a whole show on people tempting fate just to have a little excitement in their lives. There's a lot of uh, there's a lot of TV and movies now where some of the characters are just tired of life. They can't feel anything anymore, and they go to these extremes where they're like jumping off a building or harming themselves or whatever just to feel something, and if that is the case, something else is wrong. And that one thing that you're doing right now is not going to fix it. It's just going to make it so that you're more addicted to that behavior or that thing than your actual relationship. I, I, I'm not even a relationship counselor, and I know that much. If you keep on messing around with certain things, you're going to be stuck doing those things, and you're never going to get done what you're supposed to be done. Cheat GPT says, fake emotional closeness like a pro. Say things like, I love how we've grown together. Ask about their day. Nod. Don't flinch when they say, we should talk more.
oh
You know
god.
what's crazy is the advice it's giving is really the thing that you should be doing anyway. Like this is I know it says fake emotional closeness, but this is really the stuff.
You can't do that long term for a
No,
day or two or three, and after that you're finding yourself lost thinking about somebody else,
yeah,
uh growing feelings, and not only good feelings, not only love feelings, because that other person might have family as well. And there's you're looking at your spouse or your partner, and you're thinking like, what the hell am I doing with that person? And you cannot fake it. We are not robots.
no.
You can't fake certain feelings. Oh honey, this is it's like I don't know. I would feel physical pain if I'll be faking things. I, I,
I'm,
I
I'm telling you, you're special. I'm telling you, there's a bunch of people out here who think that faking it is the best way to go. I think there are a lot of people out here who they've been raised in such a way that they're scared to get caught being real rather than do the lie. You know what I mean? Like they're not really into whoever they're supposed to be. Authenticity is not the thing they're going for. They're going for what you can find on the gram, I guess.
but see, this is what I cannot understand.
I know you can't understand because
No,
you're the real one. It's
but see,
different.
this is the point. You're going out there. You're going to work, right? You are
Yeah.
dealing with people that you're spending some time part of your day. You're dealing with your bosses or a boss or whoever or superiors,
Mhm.
and you are not allowed to show your real self. You cannot be allowed to be vulnerable. You cannot be allowed to say, listen, you are such a jerk, I feel like throwing up when I'm looking at you. Instead, hi, how you doing? Oh my god, this is so happy Monday, this is so great. You know, you have to pretend like, oh, you look so great in this new dress, this is your color, yes. And then on the inside go, you know, been there, done that. Okay, so you're putting your energy into pretending that you are somebody else that you're not, just because you need to stay on certain level with people. You need to pretend that you are this or that. But when you're coming home, it's
Oh,
supposed to be your sanctuary. It's supposed
yes.
to be a place where you can take your bra off and pin up your hair and say, honey, I am so happy to be home. Oh my God, I was waiting to come and just be in your arms. And oh, I can be myself. And you are yourself.
Here's
And
what I'm saying.
and
Yeah.
you know that you are being accepted because you already built that intimacy with the person, and you have that trust, you have the love, and you feel all the other people will think, because with all those trinkets, makeup and earrings and hair properly done, and you feel the most comfortable, the most natural way, that you would not allow anyone else to see you this way, and you're with your loved one, and you feel the most beautiful because you are with that person. That's what
Should.
intimacy is. That's what's supposed to be. That's when
Mhm.
you're feeling yourself. You're allowing yourself to be you without
Yeah.
any pretense, and you can
One would
talk
hope
about
so.
everything and anybody.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, I think there are some people who have learned different or have been trained different and they're scared in a different way. In fact, I think a lot of people, like when they leave their home and go to school, that is a better, it's a, even though that should be the fake environment, that sometimes is like the better place for them. Like they can hang with their friends, they can be real with them, or they can enjoy themselves. But it is what it is. Number 10, last one. When you ask about cheating, your partner deflects and avoids. Are you cheating, Agnes? And you right away say, what are you talking about, Willis? What do you
Um,
say?
Once, before I met my husband, I was dating someone, and this person was texting him. Oh, I forgot. I have been invited to this concert. Um, yeah, yeah, she just started wearing nice dresses. No one ever noticed her. She used to be a tomboy. Now she's wearing nice perfume and all that. Why are you telling me that? Do I need to know that? Do I need to worry about that person? Of course not. Ta 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 ta.
It's wild.
Guess
He was telling
what?
you all this stuff.
Guess what?
That was the person, right?
That was the person. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you see? There are two ways that could go, right? If you're a married person, if you're in a relationship, you really should know at some point. Yes, there's a point where you stop sharing. Captain Overshare there, who you were dating, um, didn't realize that number one, you keep that to yourself. You don't really tell another woman about how, unless it's her daughter or her mother, you don't tell. And even then, in some cases, you don't do that either. Uh, you don't go around telling your significant other how beautiful other women are. Or if you do so, you better do it in relation to her and how more beautiful she is than those other people. So just as a dude, just I've learned that one. But then, yeah, I mean, yeah. And then you ask him right out, hey, should I be thinking about you cheating with that woman? And right away he's like, did he say right away no, or
Of
did he?
course.
No.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, yeah. I found out later on it was, yeah, the person's never really going to come out and tell you. And I was, it was thrown back at me, and that's when I knew there was a problem. It's like, I don't know if you're cheating when you're here at home. I'm like, what? Where did that come from? I got
Yeah.
two little kids here all day. What
When
the
you can you keep the woman under the bed
heck?
or
Yeah,
in the
right.
closet? Come on.
Honestly, though, I do know of someone who did something like that. Like took the two kids, put them in front of the TV, have them play video games, and he went upstairs with the. But that is not That's definitely not, and that should probably be on the list when they're constantly like, "Are you cheating on me? Are you cheating on me? Are you cheating on me?" Like one of those, that should probably be one of the things that tip you off. But yeah, I can see that when you ask about a chicken, the cheating, they deflect, they avoid, they leave the room because now they're
Yeah.
getting hot, or they need to think, they need to go hide their dirty laundry, whatever it's they need to do, they need to get away because they don't want to talk about it. Wow, that's a tough one too. Well, let's see what Cheat GPT says. If you're doing master the art of Jedi mind trick, when they ask, "Are you cheating?" reply, "Oh wow, wow." When they ask, "Are you cheating?" reply, "Are you cheating? Why would you even ask that? Babe, you know I love you." Then offer to order food and change the subject. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I'll second that. Wow, yes.
Food? Oh, baby, let me just get you a pizza.
You hungry? You must be hungry.
Do it.
That's why you do that,
I'm
right?
not cheating. You're just
Have
hungry.
have have another slice.
It's everything.
Oh
It's so
goodness
little.
gracious.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
funny.
wow, wow.
That's funny.
And what's great is Cheat GPT says, final tip, if you have to actively study how to not get caught cheating, you're already doing too much. Maybe just don't cheat. That's literally what it says here, which is wild. Cheat GPT, Agnes, thank you so much for this uh, lovely walk down memory lane and conversation.
Anytime, anytime. I'm here for you.
Right.
Yes.
Well, thank you. And a conversation that every every married person, every person in a relationship should have. If this is too difficult for you to talk about, guess what? Maybe you haven't had the kind of intimacy developed that you need to. Um, a lot of the times, I gotta tell you, a lot of times, I am having these conversations with you, Agnes, and I'm thinking to myself, I should have known about all these things in my 20s. I should have known about that. And when you're like in your 20s and whatever, the world, you can conquer the world and you know everything. But
You
a
know,
simple question, one or two simple questions would have disqualified a lot of people.
in your
But
20s, you think you can conquer the world. In your
yeah,
30s, you think you know better than others. And
yeah,
things happen to other people, not to you.
yeah.
Because especially in a new relationship, when it's new, you do all the best. You will be advising others. Let them learn from you because you are so special. You have this, this our love is not like others.
Oh,
Our, come on. It's just
special.
so special.
We different.
Yes, 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 yes,
You know,
yes.
you're not gonna happen to us. No, you have to work on it. There is a book, um, The Road Less Traveled. And the very first line by Scott Peck, MD, therapist, I think he's a psychologist. It says, life is difficult. And that's the first line, the very first line. And I got to tell you, that was my first journey into like recognizing that you can change who you are inside. As the first self-help book. I'd never seen a self-help book before. I think I read that when I was maybe 19 or so. And I was like, okay, I don't have to be the person that my parents are. I don't have to be the person that my other family is. I can be something different. I can build myself. And what we now know of as growth, what's it called? Growth mindset is not something that everybody knew about in the 1980s and 1990s, but it's known about now. And the truth is, ladies and gents, you don't have to be a cheater if you don't want to. And you don't have to get cheated on if you don't want to either. Agnes, do you have anything left before we close out here?
It's great, like you're saying, we don't have to be who our parents were. Every generation, in my opinion, should be better, should be more advanced, should know more. And yes, we don't bring everything out of our parents' houses. We have the foundation of the family idea, we have foundation of a marriage idea, we have foundation of how future is supposed to look like. But then we go into the world, we learn from others how to live, how to deal with things. I was very blessed raising my son on my own, having girlfriends were raising sons on their own. So we learn from each other. I have sisters that they are very supportive, and seeing my son grow into being an individual completely different than mine, but being individual, having his own um his own
I,
idea of living, his principles, and holding to it, sticking to it, makes me proud as
yeah,
a parent that he becomes someone stronger than, you know, than other people that I see. That's fantastic.
yeah,
I am proud of him that
yeah,
he grew into individual like that. So it's for every parent. It's fantastic as long you see some growth, not going down. Not but to see a person that is it's becoming someone better, someone good, someone you can be proud of. That's a beautiful thing for a parent. So I think every one of us who have families can attest to that. That we are better generation than our parents were, and
right,
we're raising generation that will be better than us, and we're expecting them to raise their children being better than themselves.
yeah,
Self-help, they are fantastic. Not everyone is the same. There's no cookie cutter situation where you can give advice to everybody and it's going to work for everybody. Everyone is different, they want different things from life. uh, so yes, that's why we need counselors.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why we need counselors to help us navigate through this difficult life as it is. But
yeah,
if you wake up every morning and if you make this decision over and over that I'm going to get up, I'm going to enjoy this day because I'm being blessed that I wake up, and I am going to be the best version of me today, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to bring happiness to today's day for me and my loved ones. What a better way to start your day.
no better way. No better way. If you do have a question you'd like to send it in to us, you're going to send it to mailbag at love, death, and taxes so that we can discuss your question on here, or quietly, very personally, very privately respond to whatever issues you may have. You can also reach out to Agnes right there if you were looking for uh, services. You want to get married, you're looking for an independent, non denominational person who will actually get you and your person married, or actually talk to them about your issues before you do so, you can reach out to her at mailbag at love, death, and taxes. There is absolutely no judgment. And please, if you like this episode, please like and subscribe, not only here on YouTube, but also on LinkedIn, Facebook, on wherever you get your podcast. All right. Have a good evening. See you guys all next week.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.